Guess who's back? Back again. DJ's back. Tell your friends. But where have I been and what are my plans for the channel this year? Let's find out. Alright, how is it going everybody? It has been a while. I mean, I last uploaded a video way back in June 2021. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Liam, although I do also go by Mr. Knight or DystopiaJunkie. And here on YouTube, I make GCSE English Literature revision videos, among other things, that aims to help you lot out with your studies. As is tradition on my channel by now, I'm just going to do a quick channel update video to mark the beginning of a new academic year and also to kickstart a sort of schedule of planned content over the next coming months. So first of all, where have I been? Well, to be honest, mostly still in Birmingham. I just decided to take some time off of YouTube for a bit, and that I'm just going to quickly explain now. So, with June, July and August being the summer months, and with Year 11 students here in the UK finishing their schooling, to me it just didn't seem logical to be working my socks off and making GCSE revision content that wasn't actually going to be watched by people anytime soon. As a result, my channel has died actually quite a bit over the last few months, and I'm really hoping that together we can build it back up to where it was and maybe even better than it was before over the next few months. Secondly, I took a break because, if I'm being totally honest, I felt a bit burnt out from YouTube. I felt like I was under a lot of pressure, mostly self-inflicted I'm sure, to be producing regular content for the revision squad, especially given the state of Year 11 assessments last year. Add into that all of the comments and DMs I was getting on social media, asking for super specific advice, help with work, and even in some cases, requests for me to proofread and grade work, requests that, simply put, I cannot say yes to. I was feeling pretty overworked and pretty overwhelmed, and I just needed to take some time off. Don't get me wrong, it was great to see that so many of you really appreciated my opinions and ideas, but if I'm being honest, it was just getting a bit too much for me. I've got some strategies in place now to ensure that I don't sort of get into that headspace again, and so now I do feel ready to start producing regular content once more. Thirdly, I had to take a little bit of a break from YouTube because I was getting pretty busy in other areas of my life. Over the last few months, I've ended the second year of my PhD and started pretty imminently the third year of my PhD, which means it's starting to get pretty serious now. I also, over the last few months, went and presented at a conference, a vlog for which might be happening at some point. I also continued working with the fabulous people over at Connell Guides on various projects, and I even managed to, somewhere, squeeze in a trip back home to go and see my family and friends for the first time since October 2020. Amidst all of that, I even somehow managed to get pinged and had to self-isolate for a while, despite all of the precautions that I've personally taken over the last 18 months or so. Clearly, the world is still a little bit messed up. So what are my plans for the channel this year? The simple answer is that I'm going to be continuing to work on my Romeo and Juliet series. Now, I've been doing some thinking and planning and scheduling over the last few months, and by my estimation, I've still got about 30 videos or so until I actually complete the Romeo and Juliet series that I have started. Now, those 30 or so videos will include a whole range of things, including background and contextual information, character analyses, thematic explorations, and even some key scene annotations too. Don't worry, there will be plenty of key quotations analysed in those videos, and I will be doing all I can to help you lot achieve those top grades, which, if all of the lovely comments and DMs I received on or after results day are anything to go by, my videos do help to make a reality. As I've said, I've been planning quite a bit over the summer, and by my estimation, working on Romeo and Juliet should pretty much last the entirety of the academic year. I'm aiming to upload one video per week, but I have also factored in rest weeks or weeks where I'm going to be experimenting with different types of content. Some videos might be a little more light-hearted, some might be talking about revision skills or study strategies, and some videos might even see me talking about my PhD again. I am aware that some of you out there, not loads of you, but some of you do actually care about my PhD and are actually interested in what I'm doing, and I'm pretty aware that I haven't made a video about my PhD in almost a year now, so I kind of feel like I'm neglecting that just a little bit. So yeah, completing my Romeo and Juliet series will be my primary channel focus this year. If you are studying a different Shakespeare play, I'm sorry, but I've started Romeo and Juliet and I need to see it through to completion. That's just how my brain works. Obviously, all my videos about A Christmas Carol and Inspector Calls and the WJEC Educast Poetry Anthology are all still up, and so I hope that even if you're not studying Romeo and Juliet, you'll probably find those useful instead. Of course, if you are studying a different text that I so far have not covered and you are desperate for videos to watch or resources to use, write me a comment and I'll see what suggestions I can make for you. And last of all, what can you do to help me out? Or simply put, you can watch my videos, like them, and share them with your friends, classmates, and maybe even your teachers. Now look, I know that that generic YouTuber beg is pretty cringeworthy, but it is true. I put an awful lot of work into the videos that I make for this channel, and although the ad revenue that I get from YouTube is alright, if it were to increase, I wouldn't have to worry so much about finding other paid work elsewhere. If I didn't have to worry about finding that extra paid work, I could focus more on YouTube and make more content more regularly. Simply put, the more that you help me out, the more I'm going to be able to help you out. I mean, it is literally a win-win situation. Of course, if any of you did want to help me out directly, there are also Patreon and PayPal links down in the video description and also elsewhere in my channel info. I honestly don't really expect to receive any donations from either of those income streams, and to be honest, my Patreon could do with a lot of work, but if you have the means to support me, and more importantly, like the desire to support me, well, you know what you can do. Anyway, the 2021 to 2022 academic year is finally upon us. I really do hope that it is not going to be another chaotic and disrupted year of learning for you lot. I mean, to be honest, I think we could all do with a bit more normality in our lives. It is a new year, one full of plenty of opportunities and many lessons, I am sure. Whoever you are and wherever you are, I hope that you have an absolutely brilliant academic year. One that brings you nothing but happiness and success. Here's to the new school year. Cheers.